All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the video of the day. So this is Alex from the War Room. So I know today was kind of crazy in the markets. Market opened up. It was like very green pre-market. Everyone was like losing their stuff. I was like, oh my God, my calls are gonna, blow up. I'm gonna make so much money and da da da. And then it started selling off, right? And once the market opened today, I'm just gonna say it kind of like died, right? I mean, the Qs over here went down about 10 bucks, a few percent there, about 2.5%. SPY went down about 1%, right? Not terrible. But some of my favorite stocks like Apple went down almost 4%. Microsoft, what else? Like all the big ones like Snow, Amazon, all these guys all had a big move. So the question is like, what do you do in a day like this, right? And you want to make money, but you're not sure what to do. Like you want to try some puts, but then there's some bullish sentiment and you get stopped out. You don't know what to do. Like, what do you do, right? So what I do is I have a bunch of like different strategies that I employ depending on market conditions, right? So for a day like today, I've been trading Apple ever since Apple was like down here, right? I've made like so much money off of Apple calls, it's just ridiculous. So I've been following them all the way the last few weeks up here, right to the top, and now they're kind of selling off again, right? So I haven't been able to really do Apple calls right now. So now I love Apple. It's one of my favorite companies to invest with and trade with, right? So I still want to trade them and make money, but not like risk, doing a put like here from this day to this day, then it fires up the following day, right? That's just kind of silly. So what's another strategy you can do? So if you have a margin account, right, not a cash account, a margin account, you could do something called spreads, right? Spreads involved more than one option, right? So for the spread I did today, and you guys could like Google and YouTube this later on. It's called a it's called a put calendar spread. Okay, put calendar spread. And what it means is that I'm going to be buying one option, which in this case was the December 23rd 170 put, and I'm going to be selling the December 17th 170 put, right? So it's whenever you hear the word calendar, it means that the strikes are exactly the same, right? They're both 170. And they're also meaning that a calendar also means there's different expiration dates, right? So different and same. So this is a calendar, right? And then because it's a puts, it's a put calendar spread. Now, the way that this works, right, is that you put this on when you expect the stock price to end at the end of the week around the strikes you've selected, which is 170, right? So here's what happened. So early this morning, where SPY opened up, it started kind of falling already. So if you look at the daily chart, right, this is the daily chart, you'll see I kind of drew some lines on support and resistance, right? So resistance, we got some resistance and support here, same here, and same here. So Apple opened up, right, nicely, and then it dropped. And what I then pivoted to, right, was my smaller time frames, my 5 and 15 minutes over here. Let me move to this one. All right. So what I was looking at, right, with this time frame, and by the way, these gray lines are after, this is pre-market, and this is aftermarket, okay? So the market opened up, right, high, right? So if you had like Apple calls at the get-go, you could have made some good money in the first few minutes, right? Right here, these two candles. And then it dropped. So it dropped here, it consolidated, and it just looked weak, right? Like the 9 EMA is under the 20 the whole time, right? It couldn't break through. So I'm like, you know what? The market's going down. Apple's in a downtrend. I don't see it really recovering, especially when I have my squeeze indicators and stuff like red and yellow. The market's going down. So it's like, you know what? I think Apple's going to fall down to its next kind of support levels, right? From 175 down to about 171 is right here, and maybe even a little bit lower. So is at this time right here, which was about 8:10, 8:15 a.m., right? 8:10 a.m. in the morning. I live in California once again. So the market opens for me at 6:30 a.m. But I said, you know what? I want to make money off of a depreciating asset over time and get paid for it, right? Without having to worry about just putting a put on, hoping to God it's going to go down. Because what if it reverses, right? So I put on a put calendar spread right here. And when I put it on, it cost me $148, right? Now, the way you make money with this is if by the end of the week, right, the price of Apple is within a certain range, which for this spread is between like, I think it's like 165 and like 175, then I'll make money on this spread by the end of the week, right? So let me pause the video 1 second and I'll show you actually the profile that shows you the essentially the break-even range. So hold on 1 second here. All right, so I'm back. So when I open up this spread, right? So this is called Option Strat, which by the way, I recommend using this. It's free and you could pay a little bit more for premium. But whenever I build my spreads, I always put it on here because they have a beautiful visualization of profit loss, prices. You could modify the IV. You could graph it like this. They, in my opinion, have the most fantastic platform I've ever seen for doing spreads and options. You could do nakeds on here too, but I love it for spreads. Right, so I loaded up right here, right? So I sold, you always sell the near option. So I sold the 170 for this week because, right, I'm going to explain to you in a second why. And I bought the next week 170. Now, the reason why this works is because, right, we're doing what's called positive theta trade. That means that this trade right here, this option has positive theta. And that means that every day, right, this option is existing, right? This is losing value over time. Now, this one, because it's a week out, loses its value slower, right, over time. So this is kind of the way it works here. So if you look, right, I'm gonna show you some stuff here. So I opened up a 170, right, because from what I could tell, it was going down to the next pivot or support line, and it cost me $103 to open up. Actually, that's not true. Hold on 1 second. Let me refresh this page. I think I changed it when I tapped that date real quick. So let me load this up here for you guys. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I opened this trade for $148, right? And if you look, right, my maximum loss is the debit paid, which is pretty cool, right? Because you're limiting your losses here. And my max profit is 226. So that's pretty cool, right? I could make about 150% max profit on this trade. Not bad for 148 bucks, right? Try doing that on an option for $140. You would need a lot of movement in one direction to make money. Now, here's the beauty of these calendar spreads, okay? If you know, if your analysis tells you it's gonna stay within a certain range, okay? My break even on Friday, end of day, is 164 is the price of Apple at the low side to 176. Right now, Apple's at 172. As long as it stays within this range by Friday close of day, I will break even. Now, if it's within this range, I can make money. And this is the range, right? Let's say Apple right now stays at 172, right? If you could look right here, after hours, Apple is down about 50 cents. So it's about 170, 170 right now. Let's just say that it's 172 tomorrow at close of business, right? So if you look here, my profit on 172, it's about right here, will be $142. That's like 95% profit on my trade if it's at 172. Let's say it closes out 170, right? Let's say I'm exactly right with my analysis. I'll make $221. That's 150% profit. What if Apple dumps more? What if it goes to like 168, Alex? Well, let's look. 168 is right here. Oh, wow. I'll still make $125. Holy crap. Alex, what if it goes to like 176, right? On the high end. Okay, I'll make $1, right? But I'm not going to lose any money though. So if it's within 164 and 176, I make money and I don't lose any money. Now tell me, how badass is that? Truly, right? I do strikes in what I thought is kind of support, and I have a range that goes $6 down and $6 up. It only cost me $148 to do, and my profit potential is between 5%, 10% to 150. Tell me this is not the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life, right? And this could be used perfectly on markets where price is consolidating, which I like Apple a lot because it's a very strong stock. So I was hoping it would consolidate around 175, 170-ish. I don't think it's gonna just kind of throw itself down another like 10 bucks tomorrow. Obviously what I'll do is when the market opens up, if I see it shoot past 170 and then 169 and there's a lot of momentum with it, I might close it for a profit tomorrow, right? Just to secure profits. Because if it goes too low, below 164, I mean, that'll be a huge move, right? That'll be like another 4% move, but it might happen. Because I think 164, 165 is the next support level for that. It's right here, 167. Okay, so not bad actually, right? Say it bounces off support tomorrow at 167, right? That still would net me. Dun, dun, dun. Come on, right there. That would still net me. Okay, nice, $93. That's still like a 50, 60% profit. So this is a pretty awesome trade, right? We have a huge margin of error. It's very low cost. You could do these every day if you want to. I think the best days to do this, honestly, are Thursday to Friday. And the reason why, once again, is that we make money from theta decay. So if you're doing Thursday to Friday, has the highest theta decay, right, going into the close of the week. So I'm going to do a whole class in our server, if you're watching this on Discord, on how to like find these trades, how to set them up, how to maximize them. And there's even something called a double calendar, which you could do 2 calendars in the same trade to have even a larger profit margin and a larger range. It's ridiculous. And it's also fantastic for more volatile stocks. So I hope you guys got something of value today. This is one of my favorite spreads to do. Right now, I'll show you guys. I'm up, what, 33% profit on this trade, and that's a same day trade. I opened this up like, 6 hours ago or something. It's not that old. And it already makes, so this is a great trade also to day trade, by the way, right? If you have a $25,000 account and you don't have pattern day trading, these are phenomenal for that. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy the class. Let me know, class, tonight's video. If you have any feedback or questions, please let me know in our Discord server, and I'd love to help you guys out. All right, and ladies, you all have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.